Hello friends, this is Dinesh from Anets. So I'm here now to explain about JSON deserializer. So in this program, input file is given, a text file which consists of JSON objects. A JSON object is somewhat it will be looking like this. It consists of fields and values. It's field value pairs, and in these fields, first name, last name, age, height are common, and they are basic fields. And in phone numbers, it is an array in turn which contains some other fields, so it is again a nested field. In this way there are several JSON objects and we need to deserialize them. So in the program I'll read the file from the starting to ending and I validate, but the validation will be like the curly braces should be even and the square braces should also be even, and in this way I'm validating the whole file. Next, while reading the file, I take the field and value in a structure, and those structures are the basic structure in which they contain first name, last name, age and height. In the first name field, the value of the first name will be stored. In this example here, John will be stored in the first name, and next last name, in the similar way Smith will be stored in the last name. In the similar way all the fields also will be stored in the respective fields. And next, coming to phone number, as we see here it is again nested, so I am taking another structure for phone numbers and the structure is phone. So here what I am doing is I pass the whole file from start to end and I store every JSON object in the linked list. Every node will be having this basics and phone number. In the basics linked list, in the basics linked list node, there will be another linked list of type phone number. In this way I am storing the each and every one JSON object in the file. So at the start I'll pass the file and I'll make a linked list and I'll run the search queries on that linked list. So the sample search queries are like this: given a first name and last name, print all the phone numbers. Given only first name, print all the phone numbers of all the persons. Given age of the person, print all phone numbers of all persons. These are the sample search queries which are given. So after getting the linked list, we can easily get these queries by writing some simple functions. So here is the function search1, which searches the all phone numbers when first name and last name are given. We have already collected the information in the linked list, so we'll traverse the linked list from head to tail, and we'll compare each and every first name and last name with the given first name and last name. Whenever they are matching, we'll collect that information and we'll print it out. In the similar way we'll do it for search2 and search3 also. So let's run the program now. Okay, let's select option 1. The first name is John, last name is Smith. Here if we see, the phone numbers are displayed for John, whose first name is John and last name is Smith. And now let's test second option. So first name is John. Since only one person John is there in whole objects, we are displaying their numbers. Next, now let's test third option. So 23, let's keep the age 23. Since age 23 is not found, it's saying no such records are found. Let us see one age. age 25. Let us take age 25. Let's test third option by giving the age as 25. So the phone numbers of the persons with age 25 are these. In this way, all such queries are executed. Simply, if we give any wrong information or wrong values, it will show no records are found. That's it. 4 for exit. Thank you.